Hello, I'm State Representative Larry Springer from the 45th Legislative District. The 45th District encompasses parts of Kirkland, Redmond, Woodinville, a bit of Sammamish, and the city of Duval. We're shooting this on Wednesday, January 29th. It's week 3 of the legislative session, and today is the Lunar New Year, which we have chosen to recognize here in Olympia. So happy Lunar New Year. The major topic this year will, of course, be writing the next 2-year budget for the state. And as you have probably heard in the news media, we have a bit of a budget challenge this year. We have revenue that is not keeping up with some of the commitments we have made, so we're going to have to make some cuts to our budget. The budget is not in crisis, which some might have you believe. It is a budget challenge. I can tell you that a budget crisis is what happened to the state budget in 2009, when we literally cut everything in sight. That is not what we have to do this time. I am incidentally only one of 3 members in our caucus that were actually here in 2009. So I'm trying to keep a perspective about our budget challenge, and we will get through this. The budget is not the only thing we are working on. There are other policy issues that I'm engaged in, one of which is to try and refine and come to a final agreement on a new recycling program for the state that will hopefully increase recycling from about a 42% return rate now statewide to maybe 65 to 70%. It will require new operations from our garbage haulers and our cities and counties, but we're getting closer, and I think we're going to get it passed this year. My policy area is in natural resources, and we are entertaining some legislation that will improve riparian habitat, primarily as it affects water quality for salmon recovery. We have about 14 species of salmon that are endangered in Washington, and we're trying to recover those. They are critical, not only to the native tribes who use them for their own economic existence as well as ceremonial purposes, but they are a critical element to the recovery of the southern resident orca whales. And of course, as I have done the last several years, closely involved with wildfire preparation, wildfire response, and wildfire recovery. Wildfire is a phenomenon that will be with us for the foreseeable future. There's much work to do. We've made great progress. We've been much more in control of our wildfire outbreaks the last couple of years due to the bill I passed in 2021, but there's more work to do, especially here on the west side of the mountains. So we're off to a running start. Session will end in late April, and we will have a new 2-year state budget. Stay tuned. Stay in touch. Can't do my job if I don't hear from you, and I welcome any of you to please come down to Olympia and set up an appointment. I'd be happy to meet with you. So again, I'm Larry Springer. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you again in a week or so.